Le 31 octobre 1993, Tupac tirait sur deux policiers racistes qui malmenaient un afro-américain. Dans cette vidéo, on va vous expliquer les différentes versions des protagonistes, la réaction lunaire et intrépide de Tupac lorsque l'un des policiers a pointé son arme vers lui, pourquoi les Outlawz ont charrié Pac après la fusillade et quelle chanson très consciente il avait enregistré avant cette affaire et était très pressé d'écouter une fois rentré à l'hôtel. Le 30 octobre 1993, Tupac, alors âgé de 22 ans, venait de se produire à l'université Clark d'Atlanta. Et aux premières heures de la matinée, il se dirigeait avec son cortège de voitures vers l'hôtel Sheridan. Mais lorsqu'ils sont arrivés, ils ont vu deux hommes blancs ivres battre un conducteur noir au milieu de la route, bloquant ainsi l'entrée de l'hôtel. Ces deux hommes étaient Mark Whitwell, 33 ans, et son frère Scott, 32 ans, accompagné de l'épouse de ce dernier, qui venait de fêter la réussite de la femme de Scott à l'examen du barreau. D'après eux, ils avaient failli se faire renverser par le conducteur afro-américain et s'en sont pris à lui verbalement. Ce que Tupac et son crew ignoraient à ce moment-là, c'est que ces deux personnes étaient des policiers. Hors service, ils ne portaient pas d'uniforme et n'étaient donc pas identifiables comme des agents. Pour la suite, je laisse Moprim Shakur, qui est le demi-frère de Tupac, et Eddie Amin des Outlawz raconter l'histoire.
There were these two white officers harassing. They were off duty. They were drunk. They were harassing a black man who wasn't doing nothing, and
you know what I mean? And initially it was just like, you know, y'all get out the way. We trying to park because they was right in front of the entranceway of the hotel we was pulling up into, and it was just about, you know, trying to get them out the way. And then upon further inspection, you see they kicking this dude really, you know what I'm saying? They working him over. They giving him the business.
Refusant de voir un afro-américain se faire brutaliser de la sorte, Tupac s'en mêle.
Tupac just jumped out of his car. He went over there.
Per the usual, whenever he jumped out, everybody was going to jump out. That's just how it went. And so, but we got a caravan. We got a caravan of cars. It's about 7, 8 cars coming with us. So everybody's walking up. Pac was in the lead car, so everybody's coming up. You know what I mean? To see what the fuck is going on.
No, he went over and he asked him what the problem was. They told him mind his business and get back in his car.
And by the time we actually get up there, this is when, you know, a gun comes out and it's pointing at Pac's sternum. So, like I said, we was coming up from a long caravan, so couldn't really hear a lot of the dialogue, but, you know, they was going back and forth. And like I said, a gun came out, you know what I'm saying, from one of the white dudes. Now, at the time, we don't know the cops. They're just two white boys beating up a black dude.
Because they're off duty.
Right. They were off duty. It's not like they was in uniforms and none of that.
L'un des policiers sort donc son flingue et le pointe vers Pac, qui a cette réaction lunaire.
So, you know, a gun come out, you know what I'm saying, and Pac pulled up a shirt and was like, thug like, motherfucker, shoot.
Voyant que Pac ne craignait pas de mourir, les policiers ont pris peur et celui qui avait menacé Pac a eu une réaction assez bizarre avant de fuir.
You know what I mean? And that just stopped the cop in his tracks. He didn't know what to do at that point.
Then they walked over to the car and smashed the window with one of the guns they had.
And then turned around and started running.
Mais Pac ne voulait pas les laisser s'en tirer comme ça.
And that's when Pac got out and he dropped down to one knee, I never forget, and he shot both of them right in their butt.
Got down on one knee. And he was definitely a cool shot, a good shot. You know, 3 shots, bang, bang, bang. 2 of them hit.
Au moment où Tupac a tiré, les deux policiers étaient déjà loin, et on ignorait donc s'il avait réussi à les toucher, ce qui a donné lieu à un débat entre lui et son crew.
We didn't even know the bullets hit because they had got a pretty good run.
Oh, so he shot them from long range.
Yeah. This was not close range at all. So, you know what I mean? We actually, after it was over, it was like, you know, I wonder if I hit him. You know what I mean? And, you know, a couple of people like, nah, you ain't hit him. You ain't that good shot like that. Come on, stop it. You ain't get that.
Pensant qu'il ne les avait pas touchés, Tupac est vite passé à autre chose et voulait rentrer à l'hôtel pour écouter un classique qu'il venait d'enregistrer.
It was just, you know, the night continued. I remember he had just did Dear Mama, and he was really excited about the potential of that record. It wasn't the version that we all know. It was a little bit.
So this was before Me Against the World came out. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So he had just did that record, and he was real excited about it, and we just went up and listened to that record, and you know what I mean, just chilled out, chilling, whatever, you know, the normal routine after shows and
Okay.
shit.
Mais les balles avaient donc atteint les deux policiers, Mark à l'abdomen et son frère aux fesses. Et la police a arrêté Tupac quelques heures plus tard à son hôtel. Soignés pour leurs blessures, les Outlawz sont sortis de l'hôpital Grady le lendemain matin, tandis que Shakur plaidait non coupable et était libéré moyennant une caution de 55 059 $. Comme vous vous en doutez, la version des policiers était assez différente de celle de Pac et ils ont nié avoir pointé une arme en direction du rappeur. Mais après analyse et recueil des témoignages, les enquêteurs et la justice ont donné raison à Tupac lors d'une audience le 1er décembre 93 qui visait à déterminer si l'affaire serait ou non soumise à un grand jury. Lors de cette audience, le fait que les deux policiers étaient en état d'ébriété au moment de la fusillade a été révélé. Les enquêteurs avaient également découvert que les deux officiers portaient des armes volées dans un local à preuve de la police du comté de Henry, ce que Scott Whitwell a reconnu. Et surtout, les frères avaient menti sur l'identité de l'agresseur, ce que l'accusation a découvert après qu'une majeure partie des preuves indiquait que Tupac s'était arrêté en tant que bon samaritain et avait tiré en état de légitime défense face à la menace que présentait Mark Whitwell, qui a finalement reconnu avoir pointé une arme vers Tupac. L'accusation a abandonné les charges contre Tupac, tandis que Mark Whitwell a été accusé d'avoir fait de fausses déclarations aux enquêteurs et d'avoir tiré sur la voiture de Tupac, probablement en raison de récits contradictoires sur le bris de la vitre. Mark a démissionné des forces de l'ordre 6 mois plus tard. Quelques années après, Scott a accordé une interview à une émission télévisée où il a donné sa version des faits en assurant qu'il n'était pas armé.
Basically what happened on the night of the shooting, we had crossed the street and just about made it across when a blue car tried to make a right turn. The car almost struck us three while we were walking. There was a little verbal confrontation between ourselves and the driver. 2 carloads of people pulled up, and the first person that stepped towards me had a pistol sticking out of his belt. I made it across this street here, and it was about that point I heard gunshots ringing out. And I felt one of them strike me in the back in my waist area. I mean, obviously I was devastated at the time of the shooting. I thought it was crazy that a famous singer will be out shooting someone in the back. I learned later that the person that shot me was Tupac.
You didn't know at the time?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Tell us, just walk us through that night again. Tell us what happened.
It was a verbal confrontation with a motorist that I don't think was associated with Tupac Shakur. After leaving away from that scene, Mr. Shakur and his entourage that I found out later pulled up and surrounded myself and my brother and my sister-in-law and made threats, and they were armed in an attempt to get my sister-in-law from the scene. While running away from the scene, Mr. Shakur shot me in the back.
Now, hang on 1 second. I know that you are not here to, the man has been killed and you're not here to judge him, but he also was not convicted or charged. Is this
No,
true?
ma'am.
Why, Scott, do you think he was never charged?
Ma'am, I had nothing to do with that. That was out of my control. I'm not here to judge Mr. Shakur. I think it's tragic the way he was killed, but it's ironic he was killed the same way that he tried to kill me.
How do you respond, Scott, to the fact that when we said he wasn't charged, the audience actually applauded in this room?
Well,
how do you feel about that?
I don't, everyone's got their own opinion. I can't judge their opinion.
Was he armed?
Well, he's on the phone.
Did Scott have a pistol? Was he
Scott,
armed?
were you armed?
No, ma'am, I was not armed as far as his,
Off-duty, not armed.
All
Go
off-duty
ahead.
cops carry pistols.
It's not about...
Au final, Idi Amin et Young Noble estiment que Pac a eu beaucoup de chance car l'issue aurait pu être très différente.
Could have went another way, man. You know what I mean? That shit.
Yeah, they could have shot. They
Yeah.
could have shot when he pulled up his shirt and said, thug life and all
Or they
that.
could have been not dirty cops, and he could have got sent away for, the rest of half his damn life. You know what I mean?
In America, there's not too many chances a black man's gonna shoot 2 white police officers and not do no time for it. You better believe that. You put that in bold letters right there.
Cette histoire montre en tout cas à quel point Pac était dévoué envers les Afro-Américains et que peu de gens auraient osé réagir comme il l'a fait.
I don't know what his mind, his thought process, but I'm assuming, because I know him the way I know him, he wasn't just going to ride past that and just be like, all right, that's on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hope you figure it out, homie. To be honest with you, it was some cats around, street certified cats around Pac and carrying guns and all of that froze that day. You know what I mean? Pac literally was the only dude that reacted.
Oh, so there's other people with guns who just didn't do nothing.
It was, I'll put it to you like this. It was other dudes around that you would expect to be the ones
Who was probably there to hold him down.
you know what I
for
mean?
different situations.
And Pac was the one that reacted first.
He could have just said, to hell, I don't know that guy. Let me go on upstairs and mind my business. But, you know, he chose to help. He helped out a stranger. He didn't know that guy from nowhere. That's my biggest memory of Pac. You know, he had a bad side, but I saw the good side. I saw the side that a lot of us blacks don't do, and that's to help out a stranger. You know, and that's definitely what he did. Because I know a lot of artists who would have just drove right by it and went upstairs and had a nice time.
À bientôt sur Dramatic Hip Hop.